How's it going, everybody? This is Craig Bush Rocks. Welcome to my channel. Well, today we're going to talk about some good old Grand Theft Auto 6 and all that stuff and things like that about the pre-order and stuff. I remember about a year ago or so that I told people about this. I think I talked about on my videos and stuff like that, that when GTA 6 comes out, they're not going to have a physical with a disc. Now, I didn't think they were going to have a physical with a digital code, but I didn't realize that. But so I guess in hindsight, they have a physical, but with a digital code, but no disc. But I remember back in the day, GameStop was all hesitant. Oh, yeah, they're going to have a physical day one. It's like, no, they're not. They're not going to have a physical. I can guarantee you that one right now. I was like, I was like, they're not going to have a physical when it launches. And I remember telling, I was like, I have a feeling they're going to keep the online part of it separate from the game too, and that's going to come later. I remember talking about that with some people and stuff. And I'm not sure if I talked about that on my videos or not, about a year ago or so. But, I watch interviews and different things of that, people that work for Rockstars. I just kind of came to the conclusion before all this came around that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to launch digitally to avoid spoilers and gameplay and stuff like that. That was my first reaction when I seen some interviews. I don't remember what interview it was that they had, but I remember that and stuff like. Kind of remembered seeing that, and I seen articles about it too. It was like I don't remember which articles it was, but all I know is like even to myself, I think people when I think I remember doing a video on it. People didn't believe me. I think someone heckled me a little bit about it. It's like no, they're gonna have a digital version first, and of course the PC version they're gonna push till later. That's a given. So right now it's just pre-order. We'll go on their website in a minute and stuff like that. And I said, they might not increase the game by too much. They might keep it at $70 or $80. I was hoping to keep it at 60. I think they're doing a hook and bait because this is a single player campaign only, being released digital only, or get a physical with a digital and digital code in the box. So, don't have ownership of the game really. But we'll talk about that here in a minute and stuff like that. Why I don't think that's a good thing right now, just period. But yeah, so the bait and switch part of it for the game. So they got one for $80 and one for $100. And yeah, we'll get into the website and stuff like that. And we'll talk more about what's going to happen afterwards and stuff like that, about physical in general and stuff like that, what I think is going to happen. But let's go over to their website real quick and check it out and stuff, and we'll see what the pre-order stuff is all about and things like that. All right, hold on. Here we go. We're on their website right now, Grand Theft Auto 6. This is going to be a juggernaut no matter what, but what it's going to do to the gaming industry after this is going to be a different story because of the price and the fact that there's no physical release yet. So choose your edition, the Ultimate Edition, Digital, or Standard Edition. So I think the Standard Edition is just your lightweight Grand Theft Auto 6. I think they know people are going to get the Ultimate Edition. That they're locking things behind the game they're already installing, so they're locking stuff already. I don't care for that. I don't like that. I wish gaming industries will stop doing crap like that, but hey, they're greedy little bastards, so they're gonna do what they want. So they want their money. But so they got the vintage Vice City pack. That's a pre-order bonus. So sweet. You got the free month of GTA Plus. Don't sign up for that. Whatever you do when you get it, don't get the GTA Plus if you don't want to keep paying the membership, because if you forget to cancel, then you're crap out of luck. You're gonna have to keep paying for GTA Plus if you're interested in that. So if you want the GTA Plus, go ahead. Just remember that you're gonna get charged for that every month, or whatever it is that they charge. I haven't been on GTA Online in a while, so I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they charge for it. You get a 95 Grata Cheetah. You get the Hawk revolver. This is for the Ultimate Edition that we're looking right now. Personalized weapon variants. So you got this Vice City style, Jason Safe House vehicle. See, they're locking things behind this paywall. So they're going to force people to get this digital deluxe edition, what I think they're going to do. So yeah, you can have that car, in that Ultimate Edition, Ride Out Custom Mod Shop. Sarah's Unique Unisex Salon, um, Shih Tzu Squallow, whatever, the boat, um, stock. Just keep an eye going. There's just all the stuff in the Digital Deluxe. One Eyed Willie shop. How about Good Time Gear? B Team Illegal Store, classic car collection, and of course the standard edition. You get the pre-order bonuses and stuff like that, but you don't get all the digital, the ultimate edition and stuff like that. So, yeah. So we got ultimate and standard. Now let's get back to me. We'll talk more about this. What I think is going to happen and stuff like that, and why I think this is scummy as it is. All right, hold on. I think that is scummy as hell what they're doing right now. Taking advantage of the FOMO of this game and coming out with an ultimate edition and stuff like that. This is gotta remember, this is still just a single player campaign right now. This is not the online part of it. This is a single player campaign, and they're locking all that behind the ultimate edition just so you can get that $100. So basically, if you want to look at it, the game's going to be $100 because nobody's going to want to get the standard edition. No, I mean, maybe some people will get the standard edition, not to worry about all the digital stuff, but that's going to be lingering over your head because you can still buy that separately down the road. But as for physical, yes, they are going to come out with a physical edition. I don't care what people say. Oh, no, it's just going to be only digital. No, they will have a physical. Mark my word, they're going to have a physical. When it's going to happen, it could be December, it could be January, it could be February. They'll have a physical with probably everything on the disc, if they can fit it on one disc. But it's still, I don't think so that's going to happen because that game's going to be a monster of a game. I'm not sure how much space it's going to take them for this game to fit onto a disc if they want to do a double disc set. But they will have a physical. The only reason why they did this digital is to curb the leaks and stuff like that. They want to control the leaks, but at the same time, they're really pushing their buttons by doing just a digital version. Yeah, the game's going to sell well, but what's that going to tell you about the other people out there like Ubisoft or EA or these bigger companies? Ooh. Yeah, Rockstar can make it all digital game. How about we just do that now? Okay, that we'll do that. And EA's already not doing so good with some of their games and stuff like that. And Ubisoft, they're not doing too good. They don't want to be pushing buttons like that. They better come out with a physical. They're going to have their games come out. But even Activision with Call of Duty, can you imagine that? It's already just a license on a disc where you got to download it, but at least you got a disc where you can trade it in. Well, that's what I'm going to talk about here next. At least you got a disc where you can trade it in, where Nintendo's got their game key card where, yeah, you got the code, well, not code, but you put your game key card in, you can download, but you can still trade the game in. But that's a dangerous slope right now. What's going to happen with the gaming industry with a game this big going out digital? Yeah, like I said, yes, they'll have a physical. They'll put that out. They want to keep making. They want to keep printing money. They don't want to do. They don't want to not have a physical version available. My good old Grand Theft Auto 5 on PlayStation 3, and they released a physical on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Oh, how about my greatest hits version of the PlayStation 3 of Grand Theft Auto 5? The reason why I'm saying they're going to come out with a physical, because slowly but surely physical media is slowly making a gain comeback. It's never went away. It just slowed down. I think it's going to make a slow comeback. As much as the industry wants to push for more digital, like I said, these younger kids are out buying movies and stuff like that. Well, they're going to buy used games if they can't afford the new games or something or anything like that. Some of these people can't afford $80 for a game, so they have to go buy used or go with an older system and stuff like that. I know people personally, myself, that has never upgraded to a newer console because they don't think they need to, and they're happy with the old stuff that they got. So, yeah, but other than that, let's get into the implications of not having a disc in it at launch. But the problem with that, if more companies do it, is the value of trade-ins and stuff like that. So not owning anything, talking about that. when everything decides to go digital, all of these stores that sells physical media will slowly go away. Probably not my lifetime. They're probably still around, but eventually this just gonna diminish, go away. I got my disc traders. Maybe they'll be around for a long time, but maybe see what's going to happen 10 years down the road while everything's eventually going to go to digital. The next consoles that people can't afford is probably not going to have a disc drive, and it's just going to be all digital just so they can gain their money back. I like Nintendo because, granted it's game key card, but you can straight it in because, but let's just see how long they can last if they can just do a not no physical releases on their system. I don't think I think Nintendo's going to be the last holdout. PlayStation 5 oh man, let's see what happens with PlayStation 5. They just laid off like 55% of Bungie's workforce. Yeah, so gaming industry is at a teeter totter right now. It's kind of going back. It's at the breaking point right now. It don't help out with the AI stuff going on, making everything more expensive and stuff like that, stuff like that to produce things. The Steam Deck is expensive as hell. You're seeing the effects of what the prices of RAM prices right now. Xbox just raised their prices again. I haven't even talked about that video and stuff like that. I'm expecting Sony to raise their prices of their consoles again, and they're being forced to get PlayStation 6. And we got Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out. The biggest game around. It's going to be a system seller. Yeah, it's going to be a surge. It's going to, like I said, this game is going to be a monster. But what's going to happen if people have not bought a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X and they keep raising these prices? Is people going to spend, let's say a PlayStation goes over $1,000 or $1,100 for a PS5? What that happens? What they get a price announcement next week saying the PlayStation 5 is going up again? The Xbox just had a price increase. You're going to sit there and pay $900,000, over $1,000 to go play Grand Theft Auto 6, the digital edition. And like I said, there's no PC port yet. It's not on PC. If you got a PC, you're not going to get that right away. This is going to consoles only and stuff like that. And don't think it's going on Switch 2 yet. I did not look that up. But yeah, Switch is still a good price. Let's go look that up real quick if it's coming out on Switch 2. Let's see if it is. All right, hold on. All right, see Grand Theft Auto. I want to order the standard edition, pre-order now. Okay, PS5 digital, Xbox digital, or code in the box. Don't see no Switch in there. Okay, let's get back. There you go. Not on Switch 2. So if you want to get into it cheap, you're not going to get it on Switch 2. Now, I'm going to have people probably in the comments below. They're going to probably buy it anyways, but they probably got their PlayStation 5 or Series X already. But are you going to buy Grand Theft Auto 6 when it comes out? Are you going to upgrade to a current console just to play it? You're going to get a Series X or a PlayStation 5 to play this game? Are you going to spend that money? Would not wait too long. PlayStation 5 didn't raise the prices again yet. Xbox did. If you're going to go get it, I would go get it on the PlayStation 5. If you're going to do it and stuff like that, if you're going to play Grand Theft Auto. But keep in mind, this is still digital with a code in a physical version, a code in a box. Now, like I said, yeah, they're going to they are going to get a physical version to come out. They want to print money. They're going to do it. Whether how many copies it's going to come out for physical, actual physical disc, don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. That's my prediction. They're going to have a physical, probably not till December or January, maybe February. They will have a physical. The only reason why they did digital is to curb the spoilers. Get that FOMO going. They already know they're going to sell a lot. but at the same time, what kind of effects it's going to have on the gaming industry with this game this big, especially charging $80, which is $10 more. Actually $100 because that's like a bait and switch. What's that gonna do with the gaming industry in general? Where what's gonna happen? We'll see. Yeah, it's gonna be a big game, but at the same time, it's not good for everybody else around them. All right, but hey, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. Comment down below. Are you getting GTA 6 and what platform and stuff like that? I'm still going to get the digital version. When I first bought Grand Theft Auto 5, I bought digital first. I'll get the digital version first. I'll probably end up getting a $100 version. I don't care. I'm one of those people that's just going to play the crap out of it. And I'll get the physical when it comes out. So let me know in the comments below if you're going to do the same thing. Are you going to get the digital version and get the physical later? But no, let me know in the comments, and make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I'll check y'all in the next video. Fun times, everybody. Fun times. Bye.